Hello and welcome to UpSkul. Today we are going to talk about engineering graduates and how to reduce skill gaps.
My name is Bhumika Indu. I'm an automotive designer with 5 years of combined experience in design and marketing. I have worked in various top notch projects like Jaguar and Land Rover, Volvo, Tata Motors, and NIO.
In this video, I am going to highlight the skill gaps, what are the efforts being made in the present, and why those efforts have failed to create the positive impact that we hoped that it would. And still we are hearing about these mismatches between graduate skills and what our colleagues in the industry are seeking. Then I would like to move towards thinking about the future, how this future work is likely to change, and so how the demand for skills will change from where we are now. Then I will talk about how we need to respond to it and some suggestions and ways on how you can tackle these challenges at your level and prepare yourself for the industry. Skill gaps in engineering graduates have been reported since a long time. In 2014, IET report said that 42% companies report graduates lacked practical experience, and what was really missing among the graduates was workplace and professional skills, which was a serious problem. Now, if we move forward to the most recent IET report, it says that 59% of companies report graduates have academic knowledge but inadequate workplace skills. Therefore, you can see that there is a continuous focus on workplace skills being adequate. Additionally, something that was not present in the earlier scenario, 57% of companies now report that engineering graduates do not have technical skills. According to the International Labour Organization, India is staring at a 29 million skill deficit by 2030. Several new age jobs could not find a suitable match due to skill gaps across the sectors. 63% of businesses in 2019 could not hire because of technical skill gaps in students. More than ever, engineering colleges have had increasing focus on employability over the years. There have been changes in the ways programs are being delivered. A lot of efforts have been put to create industry and academic partnerships. Colleges are no longer leaving it to the students to figure out how he or she might apply knowledge gained. Instead, they are creating opportunities for students to explore real world problems and implications of their study. But still, as a matter of fact, skill gaps persist in the graduate studies. Some of the possible reasons for this could be difference between student perception and reality. There exists a language barrier such that the terms used by the industry is different from what students have learned. Pub quiz effect, that is, graduates have strong technical knowledge but lack opportunities to integrate learning and develop intellectual capabilities to solve problems. Insufficient authenticity. Learning experience that graduates have is not reflective of the world of work. There could also be scenarios that students do not appreciate their institute and hence fail to attend classes, projects, and trainings, hence missing out on important information. Need for commitment to continuous professional development and skills are required to manage it. Then, a problem that lies in the industry level is that graduates are being expected of having work readiness for very specific roles with reduced or no training on it. Since businesses are focused on developing new products, a big set of new skills are required nowadays. These can be majorly categorized into six different types. First is applying knowledge in a complex environment. Skill sets like problem solving, problem formulation, arguing from different points of view, asking the right questions, and systemic understanding are crucial for applying knowledge. Next, coming to use and interpretation of data. Using data creatively, dealing with incomplete data sets, working with rich data. Social and interpersonal skills are very important to work in teams today. Acting as a facilitator, managing diverse stakeholders, confident communication, effective listening, able to work in teams, and optimization of emotional intelligence are attributes of engineering graduates that want to become leaders in their field. Almost every organization nowadays, due to this pandemic situation, expects a lot of flexibility from their employees. Ability to work in a team and independently, ability to work from office as well as remotely, develop and respond to change, adapt to new environments, good learning and research skills. Innovative thinking is crucial for all kind of research and development work that is there inside an organization. Problem formulation, understanding the big picture, seeing the big picture but still dealing with the details, being entrepreneurial and enterprising is expected from graduates who enter this field. Additionally, there are certain attributes and behaviors that are expected from an engineering graduate, that is, being creative, professional, resilient, capability to reflect, take responsibility for the decisions that they have taken, feel comfortable in dealing with complexity, consider learning as a lifelong journey, and self awareness are very important skills in the industry today. In a fast growing world where most operations are being taken over by artificial intelligence, challenge is to develop skills that are not targeted by automation. These include non cognitive skills like relationship building, empathy, and negotiation. Education today is no more just about having big degrees from reputed colleges. Instead, it is about having the right skills and experience for the job. So, graduates need to shift their focus away from qualifications and towards the skills and upskilling, what we collectively call as micro credentials. For some time, there has been a difference between academic knowledge and practical or technical skills. According to industry experts, this is a false dichotomy. There is no reason why an academician cannot have practical knowledge. Now is the time to change this. One solution to all these problems is enterprise education. It is a set of capabilities that enable individuals to spot opportunities, generate ideas, and do something about them. Enterprising people actually get things done and make things happen in every environment. Engineers today need to have five capabilities to qualify to be an enterprising resource for future. The ability to solve authentic problems. They should be able to work in real messy situations and complex problems and find solutions to them. Innovation and creativity. They should be able to bring in creativity, think innovatively, do things differently, challenge the status quo, and find new solutions. Being able to take risks in a calculative way and having the skills and confidence to be able to do that. Not always being very cautious, instead, being willing to push boundaries, trying new things, experiment, and not be afraid of failures. But they should be able to learn from those failures and move on. Taking action. Having the leadership ability and sense of agency to be able to take actions and make things happen. And then true collaboration. To be able to build networks, to bring together the right people, to draw the input of other people, and be able to recognize what value other people bring to the table when you are working on a particular problem. So, enterprise education covering those areas prepares the students for the kind of uncertainty that they'll face in the future and to seize opportunities. Because honestly, we don't know what the future will look like. At UpSkul, we are working to build these five capabilities in our students through our one-of-a-kind R&D courses in product design, innovation, reverse engineering, tear down and benchmarking, system design, and sustainable development. Finally, coming to what students need to do. To build a successful professional career, engineering students need to be open minded and willing to embrace challenges. Seek opportunities for interdisciplinary experience to look beyond the immediate focus of your degree discipline and think about what other disciplines around you could be complementary to your skills. Develop and be able to articulate your professional capabilities. Don't think that your employability just depends upon what your technical knowledge is, but think about how you can develop the soft skills that enable you to perform well at the workplace and make sure you can talk about them. And importantly, check the job specifications when you are applying for a position. What kind of language are employers using to talk about the skills that you might have? And there might be a little bit of a translation exercise between the terminology that you are using in your degree and what is being used in the industry. Then you need to tailor make your resume for each job. Practice reflection and learn to recognize when it adds value. Be a resourceful, lifelong learning. Really think about your own professional journey. Look ahead to the kind of job description you might be applying for in the future and prepare yourself for it. It might be possible that you need to take some learning units to be able to get that position. Be self aware, understand what your strengths and weaknesses are, and then drive your journey towards where you want to be. Thanks for watching.